Implicime, Consulari, Placetne, Tibiu Officium, Incipiat.
Plaquette.
Please be seated. Thank you. Okay, good afternoon, and welcome to UNB St. John's 41st Fall Convocation and confirmation of the installation of the Chancellor of UNB. We respectfully acknowledge that UNB stands on unsurrendered and unceded traditional Wolastoqey land. The lands of Wabanaki people are recognized in a series of peace and friendship treaties to establish an ongoing relationship of peace, friendship, and mutual respect between equal nations. The river that runs through our city is known as Wolastoq, along which live Wolastoqey, the people of the beautiful and bountiful river, and is also that river is referred to as the St. John River as well. It is my pleasure to begin this ceremony by introducing the Wolastoq Honor Song. A number of very talented singers prepared this version of the Wolastoq Honor Song to be shared at academic ceremonies such as convocation. Please stand if you are able while the song is played.
Wolastoq Malagwe, Haji de Pamigo, Wolastoq Malagwe, Supe Kelmia. Nikwas Pamipin, Wazi Zichnil Askamil.
Wilixigbug, Nina Delwizi Cheyenne Zozep, Nina Bilwidazwin. Good afternoon. My name is Cheyenne Joseph, and I'm the Bilwidazwin, or Associate Vice President of Indigenous Engagement at UNB. I'm a member of Elsaguk or Bear River First Nation, located in Mi'kma'ki, parts of which are also known as Nova Scotia, and is part of the Wabanaki Confederacy. I bring you heartfelt greetings and a warm welcome to the land of the Wolastoqiyik, the people of the beautiful and bountiful Wolastoq River, and also a member of the Wabanaki Confederacy. Graduation is a time of reflection on what was and looking ahead to what will be. It's a bridge between the life you've known and the life you're about to create. In the face of an ever-changing world, you may be contemplating the daunting task of navigating the future. In moments like this, I often turn to creative practices for inspiration and insight. Creative contemplation fosters critical thinking, problem solving, and innovation. It's a vehicle to convey complex emotions, ideas, and experiences in a way that may not be possible through words alone. Art can be a powerful tool for advocacy, thought-provoking ideas, and encouraging dialogue. For example, in the creation of a pottery piece, with its intricate process of shaping, firing, and glazing, we can see it mirroring life's journey in remarkable ways. Pottery starts as a lump of clay, representing our state of preparation and potential for transformation, just as we are when we are born. The clay is raw, unshaped, holding the promise of what it can become. The potter's wheel is a powerful symbol of the cyclical nature of life. It turns and spins much like our seasons and phases of life. And with each season of our lives comes new transitions in the ever-changing nature of our circumstances. Change is constant, and we must embrace it to grow and evolve. Pottery artists use their hands and tools to shape the clay, much like how our experiences shape us. Through the pressures applied inward and outward, life molds us into unique creations. Pottery often carries imperfections, cracks, and blemishes, but imperfections keep us humble and allow us to connect with each other. Imperfections often come with stories and experiences that, when shared, can inspire others, and it's a testament to our depth and our richness. Pottery undergoes a firing process to become strong and durable. The trials and tribulations we face in life strengthen us, make us resilient and durable against the odds. It can be emotionally, mentally, and physically demanding on our spirits and our soul. How we respond to these challenges helps us develop qualities and abilities to navigate the future adversities. Clay firing is also a process that requires precise timing and patience. In life, we often face situations where we must be patient and wait for the right time for things to come to fruition. Learning the art of timing is essential to realizing our dreams. Don't rush it. In glazing, artists have a wide variety of glazes to choose from, each with their own properties and characteristics. In life, we have a plethora of choices and decisions to make, leading to different outcomes. The choices we make, just like the glaze selections, shape our individual paths. Glazing is like layers of experience and growth in life. Each layer represents knowledge, wisdom, and skills. Just as the glaze enhances the pottery's beauty, our experiences enhance our character and make us more beautiful and multidimensional. Pottery can be fragile and strong. So too are our lives, characterized by moments of fragility and strength. Not all pottery survives the firing process, and not all aspects of our lives are meant to last. There are times we must let go, whether it's a cherished piece of pottery that didn't survive the kiln, or a relationship or a dream that no longer serves us. Letting go is an integral part of both the pottery making process and the journey of life. Every pottery piece created on the wheel has its own story, shaped by the potter's hands. Likewise, our lives are unique narratives, influenced by our choices and experiences, and the potter's wheel symbolizes our individuality and the power to shape our story. Pottery creations serve as a profound metaphor for the journey of life. From the initial formless clay to the finished work of art, pottery reflects the various stages, challenges, and transformations we undergo in our lives. The art of pottery reminds us that life is a dynamic and ever-evolving creative journey filled with imperfections, trials, and beauty. Like the skilled potter, we have the power to shape our lives and create something truly remarkable out of the raw material of our existence. Embracing the lessons from pottery creations can help us appreciate the beauty in imperfection, find strength in adversity, and ultimately mold our lives into works of art. In closing, remember that success is defined by the impact you have on the lives of others and the positive change you bring to the world. We need you. Be bold, be fearless, and never stop pursuing your dreams. So go forth with courage and confidence. Your alma mater believes in you. Your family believes in you. I believe in you. Congratulations to UNB grads of 2023.
Thank you, Cheyenne. Welcome, everybody. My name is Paul Mazerolle, and I'm privileged to be the UNB's 19th President and Vice Chancellor. I would like to take a moment to introduce the members of our platform party and thank them sincerely for joining us here today. The members of our platform party include our Lieutenant Governor of New Brunswick, the Deputy Minister of Post-Secondary Education, Training and Labor, the Deputy Mayor of the City of St. John, UNB's Chancellor, the Chair of our Board of Governors, our Bula Wetaskiwin, distinguished alumni, distinguished guests, dean, faculty, and staff. We're all pleased and privileged to be here to join in the celebration with you and your family. As president of UNB, one of the most enjoyable, indeed meaningful parts of my job is the opportunity to participate in a great many ceremonies, announcements, and events, but there is none more important and significant than our graduations, held twice a year in the fall and the spring in our campuses in St. John and in Fredericton. They focus on the achievements of you, our students, and celebrate the exceptional academic community of which we are all a part. 4 years ago, when I was officially installed as President and Vice Chancellor of UNB, many of you were just beginning your UNB journey. No one could have predicted the challenges and the changes that will confront the years following. The pandemic, the complete disruption of your education, tumultuous world events. That you are here today, marking the successful completion of your degree, shows a great deal of resilience and adaptability, for which you should be extremely proud. We salute you for your accomplishments and commend you for the time, talent, and hard work that you've invested in reaching this important milestone in your life. I have long believed that universities exist to change the world, and each of us who has had the benefit of a university education must do all that we can wherever we go in life to make a positive difference. Collectively, our efforts can change the world. We bid fond farewell to UNB's sixth modern-day Chancellor, Dr. Alison McCain. I do wish to acknowledge Alison's contribution as our previous Chancellor over the past 10 years. His chancellorship has been defined by dedication, enthusiastic involvement, and meaningful action. Throughout my term, Alison has been a trusted ally, a constant source of wise advice, well-considered calm, and an unerring belief in what UNB can be to this province, to Canada, and to the world. And although Alison is not with us today, please join me in thanking him for his 10 years of commitment and support. Today is the 45th Fall Convocation in St. John, but it is the very first for our new Chancellor, the Honourable Wade MacLauchlan. Wade was officially installed as UNB's seventh modern-day Chancellor at the Fredericton Convocation ceremony yesterday, and it is now my pleasure to introduce someone who also believes in the power of universities to change the world. UNB's new Chancellor, Wade MacLauchlan, is a well-known Canadian legal expert, academic, university administrator, politician, and community leader. He served as Premier of Prince Edward Island from 2015 to 2019. Prior to entering politics, he was the longest-serving president of the University of Prince Edward Island and was appointed President Emeritus of UPEI in 2012. He is currently the chair of the Independent Advisory Board for the Supreme Court of Canada Judicial Appointments, a very distinguished appointment. He's also played several leadership roles in several national and regional organizations, including the Muriel McQueen Ferguson Center for Family Violence Research at UNB. Chancellor McLaughlin has many strong, long-standing connections to our university. He attended UNB Law as a Beaverbrook Scholar, and he was awarded the Lieutenant Governor of New Brunswick's Silver Medal at graduation. After graduating from the UNB Law School, he was awarded a clerkship with the Supreme Court of Canada. Chancellor McLaughlin began his academic career in the early 1980s as an assistant and then associate professor at Dalhousie University. He returned to UNB to serve as Dean of Law from 1991 to 1996. As Dean, he led the establishment of the $1.5 million Heritage Fund, which continues to benefit UNB law students today. In 1993-1994, McLaughlin was chair of the university-wide faculty and staff component of UNB's venture campaign, launching a successful $40 million initiative. From 1997 to 1999, McLaughlin served as founding director of UNB's Multidisciplinary Center for Property Studies. And then just in June, he was appointed Chancellor of UNB. I now want to take a moment to invite our Chancellor, Wade McLaughlin, to receive greetings. Thank you.
We are pleased that many universities and colleges have sent written greetings to Chancellor McLaughlin. Their names are listed on page 12 of your program. We will now invite representatives of the university community to offer greetings to our new Chancellor. Speaking on behalf of UNB alumni is Dr. Roxanne Fairweather, honorary degree recipient and former chair of the Board of Directors.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations, graduates and family. I'm sure you'll hear this many, many times over the coming weeks, so relish in it. Congratulations. It is my great honor to bring greetings on behalf of the UNB alumni community, which stand almost 100,000 alumni strong and extend throughout the globe. Maybe there's something there. Chancellor McLaughlin, you have been an inspirational example, and we just heard a few of the wonderful things that Chancellor McLaughlin has achieved in his career. You've set a very high bar, and we are excited to see the accomplishments that you will guide us towards. I thank you for accepting this post. I thank you for all of the work and the heavy lifting that you will do to drive innovation and success in our beloved institution. And I thank you on behalf of the generations to come, alumni that do not know you and will not know you, but the legacy that you leave behind. I join all here this evening in wishing you all good things and much professional and personal success and satisfaction in this post as you help to guide this university, our beloved UNB, to even greater heights. Thank you for accepting this post. Thank you very much for all the accomplishments and successes that are to come.
Bringing greetings on behalf of the faculty is Dr. Lisa Best, Professor of Psychology.
I am so pleased to bring greetings from the faculty to Wade McLaughlin as the Chancellor of University of New Brunswick. This is such an exciting time for UNB, And especially for UNB St. John, I'm excited by continued growth on campus. We are looking forward to working together and contributing to initiatives at the university, the community, and in the province. I'm sure that we will all thrive as we work together during your term. Again, welcome to UNB.
Bringing greetings from the staff is Natasha Kelly, Director of Athletics, Recreation, and Wellness.
Good evening and congratulations to all our graduates. On behalf of the UNB St. John staff community, it is my pleasure to bring greetings to Wade McLaughlin, the university's 7th modern-day chancellor. I'm now in my 18th year at UNB, and it has been an honor and a privilege to be part of this extraordinary institution. I, along with my colleagues, are excited to be part of your leadership. I join my fellow staff members in wishing you all good things as you guide this university forward. And I also look forward to seeing you wear both the Seawolves and Reds logo with pride.
Speaking on behalf of retired faculty and staff is Roberta Clark, retired associate professor.
Hello. On behalf of retired faculty and staff from the St. John campus, I welcome you as UNB's next chancellor. I hope that you grow to appreciate the unique and very special culture of this campus. On another note, didn't I see your home in Prince Edward Island featured in House and Home magazine? We retirees have flexible schedules and could drop in for a visit and some lobster rolls. Nothing fancy. Good luck with your new role.
Speaking on behalf of the Indigenous community is Indigenous advisor Todd Ross.
Kwe, Tonsi, Wabanakwat, Nisikasan. Chancellor, I'm very pleased to bring greetings on behalf of the Indigenous community at UNB St. John. Wolastukweg, Mi'kmaq, Bezgunamagari, and the Bilwaskijinweg, meaning Earthwalkers, the other First Nation, Inuit, and Métis people living in Wabanaki territory. On behalf of the staff, faculty, and students in Monaquesk, the traditional Wolastuki name of this area, I say welcome, Golasikopa, Epchalasi, Tawau. As all of us are partners in the Peace and Friendship Treaties, we look forward to walking with you together in the spirit of truth and reconciliation. Thank you, Marci, Walalin, Walewin.
Speaking on behalf of our students is Madison Worth, President of the Students' Representative Council.
On behalf of the student body on the St. John campus, I'm very pleased to bring greetings to Wade McLaughlin, the 7th modern-day Chancellor of the University of New Brunswick. The students welcome you and look forward to working in partnership with you in meeting the challenges that lie ahead. May your term in office be characterized by success, achievement, and the good fortune that is the just reward of good leadership. Welcome.
It is now my pleasure to invite Chancellor Wade McLaughlin to address this convocation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Kwe, bonjour. Your Honor, President Mazarow, platform party guests, graduates of the class of 2023, members of the university community, family, and friends. Let me say what a profound honor it is to be asked to serve as Chancellor of the University of New Brunswick. I will do my best to help and serve, now apparently to include lobster rolls, in every way I can. It's a deep privilege to share this day with the graduates who are being recognized and rightly celebrated by your families and friends and supporters and by the university community. The achievements and milestones that you celebrate today will matter for a lifetime and beyond. In her welcome, Bilwitahasuwin Cheyenne Joseph reminded us that life is a dynamic, ever-evolving journey. Today, my thoughts are of UNB's journey and of my predecessors as UNB Chancellor. When UNB received its charter in 1785, it did not have a chancellor as the titular head of the university until 1947. The line of chancellors, now totaling 7, that began with Lord Beaverbrook in 1947, is often referred to at UNB, as we've heard today, as the modern-day chancellors. The reason for the modern-day designation is that some earlier UNB presidents used the title chancellor rather than president. The term modern day may prompt us to think of a smart line from Oscar Wilde's play An Ideal Husband. Nothing is so dangerous as being too modern. One is apt to grow old-fashioned quite suddenly. This quip has an underlying wisdom that connects with Indigenous teachings, calling on us to be in touch with and to be thankful toward our ancestors. When we respect and are grateful for our connections over time and generations, we more fully understand our current responsibilities and agency. As for fashion, you may have observed that the robe that I'm wearing today is somewhat on the short side. The robe has been worn by UNB chancellors since the 1960s. UNB is not a believer in what is commonly known today as fast fashion. We do believe in remembering where we've come from. When Lord Beaverbrook spoke at Convocation in 1947, his words could be paraphrased in 2 main messages. Do your part and be the best we can be. These messages are good advice on occasions like today's convocation and every day. Although the context will change, we should always be ready to do our part and to be the best we can be. At that 1947 convocation, many of the graduates were young men and women who had interrupted their studies to serve overseas in the Second World War. For many graduating today, your studies and lives have been disrupted by a global pandemic and now by the rising cost of everything. There will be disruptions. Today, the world geopolitical situation is as unstable as it has been at any point since the 1940s. What's more, the guardrails put in place in the mid-20th century have been weakened and intentionally undermined. Our greatest concern must be for the cruel impact of war and conflict on innocent civilians. When it comes to doing our part, we can start by counting our blessings: to live in peace and democracy, to have an education and be part of a great university. Because we enjoy the benefits of peace and democracy, we can recognize our big challenges and try to do something about them. These include truth and reconciliation, climate action, income inequality and opportunity, health and wellness, education, and I might not have added this to the list 10 or 15 years ago, but today, defending and strengthening democracy. As we acknowledge and embrace these big challenges and others, we should never forget our everyday responsibility to look after and look out for each other. A university is a unique place, a community. The years of university study are a very special time for the life of students. When I look back on my days as a UNB student, starting 45 years ago this fall, what stands out are the lifelong friendships that began here at UNB. When it comes to what I learned, I'm much more likely to recall an occasion when a professor or staff member gave me a break or a boost than I am to remember a particular lesson, skill, or principle. And we should not take these things for granted. Nous ne devrons pas prendre pour acquis que les années universitaires seront un temps positif pour nos étudiants. Youth mental health is a serious issue of our time. Loneliness is a major societal challenge for people of all ages. These are complex problems. They call for attention and resources. They call for research and innovation. Not least, they call for us to look out for and look after each other. When we think about doing our part and being the best we can start by asking each other, "How are you today?" in a meaningful way. We can offer a smile, a helping hand, a pat on the back. We can cheer each other on. We can look out for signs of distress and respond as best we can. We can work together to build a strong and resilient community. Today, at this fall convocation, we will cheer each other on, and we will give thanks to all the people who have gotten us here. In my own case, the list is long. At the top of that list are my partner, Duncan, who is here today, and my mother, who is watching online. We give thanks today to Dr. Alison McCain for his 10 years of service as UNB Chancellor. Alison leaves big shoes to fill, along with the robe. We acknowledge everyone who's here today and in this community who helps UNB with campuses in two great cities to grow and be successful as a university community. Most of all, we celebrate the graduates of UNB's class of 2023 who will receive your degrees and diplomas here today. Thank you, merci, Olivan, for the honor of serving as your Chancellor. Merci, thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor McLaughlin. To celebrate this occasion, the St. John String Quartet will play Trumpet Volunteer by Jeremy Clark. Thank you for that. That was terrific. We will now proceed to the conferring of degrees in course. May I take a moment to extend to all of you who will graduate today the warmest congratulations on behalf of the University of New Brunswick. Today, when you receive your diploma and leave the stage, you'll be officially welcomed into the proudly UNB alumni family. As a symbol of this significant milestone, a member of the alumni family will present you with your alumni pin before you return to your seat. So please don't be alarmed if somebody's handing you a pin as you return to your seat. We will begin with the conferral of doctoral degrees, followed by the master's and the bachelor's degrees. The acting dean of the School of Graduate Studies, Dr. Sasha Malali, will offer the supplication and the presentation.
Candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, Masters, and Bachelors will now stand for the supplication, presentation, and admission. Insignissime praeses, amplissime cancellare, supplicant senatui, et huc venerabili collegio gubernatorum, hae magistri, vel baccalaureae vel scholaris, ut admittantur ad gradum philosophae doctoris, vel ad proprium magisteri gradium in suacisque facultate, vel ad proprium baccalaureae gradum in suacisque facultate.
Placetne vobis senatores, placetne gubernatores, et hu supplicatoris admittator.
Insignissime praeses, amplissime cancellare tota universitas, presento vobis hosce supplicatores, ut admittantur ad gradum philosophae doctoris vel ad proprium magistri gradum in suacisque facultate, vel ad gradum baccalaureae in suacisque facultate, testorque illos quod omnia que statute nostra requirant aptos et edon esos esse.
Ego admittito vosso gradum philosophae doctoris vel ad gradum magistri vel ad gradum baccalaureae in Universitate Novi Brunswicki.
Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, please proceed onto the dais for individual acceptance. All other candidates, you may be seated. For a doctorate in biology, for a dissertation entitled The Effects of Water Column and Sediment Carbonate Chemistry on Infaunal Invertebrates in New Brunswick, Canada, Samantha Ariel McGarrigle. For a PhD in biology, the dissertation entitled Changes in Gene Expression and Physiology Following Heat Stress in Migratory Fishes, Faith Margaret Penny. This concludes the presentation of the doctoral degrees. We will now confer the master's degrees in course. The master's degrees in the faculties of arts, science, business, applied psychology, education, research, and evaluation. You will now proceed in your assigned order for individual acceptance. To commence the award of the degree Master of Arts, Madison Amber Harrington. Israel Octavio Torres Lopez. Ella Kathleen Middleton, Master of Science. And for our Master of Education, Rose Marie Hogenberg. To begin the awards of the Master of Business Administration, Abdia Munaf. Hamish. Shobita. Iwade Victoria Abaji. Jahara Al-Wahed. Olalekan Omotola Adebayo. Mutiat Mohammed Adeleke. Samuel Olenrawaju Adeleke. Akeem Adebowale Adeloa. Oluwadara Janet Adenle. Adetola Adetun Adepoju. Tomeshe Hadeseko. Ogbon Adesoji. Murnmaye Adhav. Amedat Adegun. Chioma Linda Ademora. Folasade Adulaye. Gerald Adonado. Charles Afalabi. Shayo Ofaleon. Rafaya Afzal Pasha. Oluwadupalo Agbeye Gabi. Itohan Agidi. Zahid Ahmed. Olumide Akapo. Titilape Akinola. Temitope Akinrim Easy. Patricia Akinrotimi. Tejumade Akinyele. Ojiugo Akpachiogu. Gangadhar Allah. Vivian Aririguzo. Aparna Ashok Kumar. Obina Patrick Azodo. Mahdi Bahari. Chinazo Benagudozi. Kiana Bedad. Sheila Nagele Bita. Olubenga Baluogun. Mary Bokoko. Parveen Chahal. Sidya Dumpa.
Okechukwu Duru. Isaac Ibohimhen. Victor Ejianya. Ifeanyi Eke. Jenna Nicole Evans. Oluwatosin Ezekiel. Wei Fan. Fikemi Victor Femifred. Bana Gunwani. Shilpa Srinivas. Chetan Goyal. Fatima Hassan. Osagi Iga. Anuela Wapo Iajola. Osei Ikponwoza Iweka. Nisikan Inyang. Arif Iqbal. Olatokunbo Isikalu. Sarah Adedeo Itam. Sahitya Itamseti. Mahmoud Saeed bin Jalaluddin. Olofunke Jezumuyiya. Shashank Jori. Farhan Kazi. Catherine Kelechi Onoyoka. Anil Kumar Kotapalli. Zara Afshin Khan. Sahid Adiza Kolade. Banu Vamsi Lakala. Bolatito Laval. Chidi Lemchi. Huaju Lee. Min Yang Lee. Shu Lee. Shiyu Liu. Makawita Lianage. Damilolo Loco. Darlington Madiuke. Mahalakshmi Mahendran. Prerna Malik. Santosh Manchikanti. Mohammed Saigal. Jaime Alejandro Martinez. Muzahidul Muzumdar. Maturilata Mijuri. Yasmin Mehta. Ibiyemi Mezu. Divya Misra. Moses Mogbolu. David Micheliza. Rashidat Mustafa. Firdavs Nabiyev. Mohammed Nathani. Chudi Ngwaluka. Oyinchekuku Ofoche. Hannah Ogba Akape. Kemuchechi Obedede. Olufemi Ogunyemi. Oluwatoyin Bunmi Okeniyi. Babatunde Michael Olodokun. Oluwapelume Olajugba. Oluwan Bakula. Oleniyi Laval.
Olukunye Oladore. Olukayode Olayemi. Moses Olorunsola. Dapo Olowu. Florence Olusope. Ahmed Omoba. John Omotayo. Olabimpe Oromoloye. Ovuak Po Roye Cha. Edwin. Abimbola Owolabi. Rebecca Owusu. Mihir Rathod. Siraj Razvi Syed. Shashank Roheria. Mariam Salaudin. Ashwin Kumar Sankwar. Nikhil Sahanil. Saune. Niraj Saxena. William Semaha. Gideon Serbe Kaye. Zhen Wen Shao. Digvijay Singh. Balwinder Singh. Vishaldeep Singh.
Lakshmi Smith. Aito Solua Blessing Soga. Maria Sukgang. Nandita Suri. Pratik Mukesh Talagia. Bertine Tamisventan. Saruchi Tiwari. Ewo Mazino Uche. Chineze Ugoeze Oka. Regino Villaje. Jeva Prata Vinabaji. Feng Wu. Li Ping Zhang. Shanshan Zhang. Zeki Zhang. Zhu Qi Zhuang. Commencing the award of Applied Psychology, Research, and Evaluation, Emma Rebecca Giberson. And Liangshu Wang.
Thank you, Sasha. This concludes the presentation of the master's degrees. We will now proceed to the conferring of bachelor's degrees in course. Candidates will be presented by our orator, Dr. Laurel Levert.
We will now confer the bachelor's degrees in course, the bachelor's degrees of Arts, Science, Science and Computer Science, Health Sciences, Business, and Applied Management. You will now proceed to your assigned order for individual acceptance. Bachelor of Arts, Tyson David Kane Chitty. Cassie Lynn Hemphill. Abby Katerina Jewel Horvat. Natalie Marie Hutton. Taylor Hannah Lynn Jessam. Bachelor of Science, Shay Carolan Duncan. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, First Division, Joseph Anthony John Long. Bachelor of Business Administration with distinction, Erin Catherine McMillan. Claire Margaret Pearson. Kong Hu. Li Yu Shu. Bachelor of Business Administration, First Division, Lauren Ann Vautour. Bachelor of Business Administration, Victoria Jane Ferguson. Aisha Kuvatova. William Joseph McKinnon. Michaela Reese. Nick Maria Salamanca. Gurtij Singh. Shiying Zhou. Bachelor of Applied Management, First Division, Shanshan Yang. Bachelor of Applied Management, Jonah Ethan Neese. Xiaoxi Qing. This concludes the granting of degrees in course. Please note that some graduates were unable to be here this evening. Their degrees will be granted in absentia.
Thank you, Laurel, and thank you, too, for such a wonderful turnout of graduates and a chance for us to celebrate you and your achievement today. Please note that there's an English translation of your diploma that has been placed inside the folder behind your parchment. I would now like to take a moment to invite Jennifer Sutherland Green, President of UNB's Associate Alumni, to welcome our newest alumni. Jennifer?
Good afternoon and congratulations. On behalf of the more than 98,000 UNB alumni living all over the world, it is my great pleasure to welcome each of you to the UNB alumni family. UNB alumni are known as leaders in their communities, innovators in their workplaces, and change makers in ways big and small. We are so proud to count you among us and are eager to see what you do to help effect positive change in the world. In 2000, the UNB Associated Alumni introduced a UNB tradition, the presentation of alumni pins to new graduates. Each of you were presented with a pin today as you cross the stage, and we hope this pin will carry the individual memories of a life-changing experience at UNB and serve as a reminder that when you combine an ambitious goal and personal dedication, you can attain anything. Maybe more importantly, the pin is a symbol that you were, are, and will always be part of our family. We hope you wear your pin with pride. To our newest alumni, we know that you leave UNB with more knowledge, a greater sense of community, and the potential to make a significant difference. There is nothing we enjoy more than hearing stories from our alumni about what they go on to do after they leave UNB. So please stay in touch with us. We know there are also many proudly UNB alumni here with us today, helping to celebrate your remarkable accomplishments. I would ask any members of the alumni family in the audience to please rise, if you are able, to join us in congratulating our newest members, the class of 2023. Congratulations on a job well done, and once again, welcome to the alumni family.
Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Colleagues, we're making lots of progress here, so appreciate we're almost done. So, on behalf of the Chancellor, the Board of Governors, the Senate, and the faculty and staff, I extend to all who received degrees here today our most sincere congratulations on your achievement and our sincere best wishes for your future. As this ceremony draws to a close, I want to thank the UNB St. John alumna Brittany Maston for piping the graduates into the theater, the members of the St. John String Quartet, Daniel Samantz, Nadia Francilivia, Christopher Buckley, and Carol Sai for providing the music for our 41st convocation. I also want to thank all of those who assisted to pull this ceremony together, and indeed there were many people who worked very hard for this event, and I thank them. At the conclusion of the ceremony, everyone is invited to attend a reception in the Grand Hall. I now invite you to view a pre-recorded video of UNB alumnus Alex Landine, who will close out this ceremony with a beautiful rendition of O Canada. If you're able to stand, please stand for the academic procession until we exit. Thank you very much. Alex?
Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land, glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you very much.